Fear is the most powerful emotion that we have. It often holds us back from doing the things we really want to do. But did you know that it can also propel us forward? By understanding that deep fear we have, we can transform it into a catalyst for both personal and professional growth. So this is where we're going to explore today how to use fear to amplify our growth and overcome fear, turning it from a barrier into a platform. First, we need to understand fear because it's a very natural response. It alerts us to potential dangers and prepares us to react. And just in case we have a lion chasing us, our senses are alerted and we're ready to take flight. After the emergency of that lion has passed, our body goes back into pre-stress mode. Our breathing is calm and centered, our heart returns to a slower beat, and our mind returns to rational thinking. However, in today's world, fear often persists for much longer than it needs to because it arises from perceived threats rather than having a lion or somebody actually chasing us that's going to hurt us. Because of this, our body doesn't know when the emergency has passed, so it doesn't return to that normal operating pace. And this can lead to constant stress, anxiety, and prevents us from making rational decisions and taking even calculated risks, because it feels that all decisions are fearful. And recognizing this is the first step in using fear to our advantage. I mean, fear isn't all bad. Of course, it can save us from immediate danger, and it can also be a powerful motivator because when we face our fears, we often discover new strengths and capabilities. For instance, public speaking is a common fear, that we're going to be judged and thought less of and humiliated. We're going to fail and feel unloved. Yet those who confront it often find increased confidence and improved communication skills. It's by stepping out of our comfort zones that we open ourselves to brand new opportunities. To overcome fear effectively and use it as that tool for growth, we must transition it into action. This involves acknowledging the fear, knowing when you feel it in your body, and understanding its source, then taking deliberate steps to confront it. For example, if you're afraid of failure, start by reframing it with a fear flip reframe and setting small, achievable goals, because each success, each one of those increments, builds confidence and reduces the power that fear has over you. So how do we use fear for growth? Well, the first step is to acknowledge it. Admit that you're afraid and notice what you're afraid of, because denying fear only gives it more power. By acknowledging it, you can begin to understand and manage it. Then nextly, analyze the fear. Ask yourself why you're afraid. Is it fear of the unknown, failure, judgment? Understanding the cause can help you address it more effectively. Then you test the validity. Is this a valid fear? For instance, are you afraid of swimming in water because you nearly drowned as a child? Or is it just because you haven't done it before? You see, most of our fears aren't valid. They have imaginary legs and have supposedly supported us, but when questioned, these legs just disintegrate. So nextly, set clear goals. Define what you really do want in life. Clear goals provide direction and purpose, making it easier to confront and overcome fear. And you have no idea how many people aren't clear about what they do want. They know a lot about what they don't want, but they haven't got clarity. So get clear on what you do want, because this progress is your path to growth. Next, Take small steps to overcome fear. So break down your goals into smaller, manageable sized chunks. Sometimes we overwhelm ourselves by looking at the whole picture. When you break it down into smaller chunks, each chunk then ignites your progress. And this makes progress much more achievable. Nextly, visualize success. Imagine yourself succeeding. Visualization can boost confidence, helping you to take the next step by focusing on positive outcomes rather than potential failures. Understand that the past has absolutely no bearing on where you're going and what your future is. Nextly, embrace failure as a learning tool. Yes, failure is never the end, but a necessary and important stepping stone to success, because each failure provides valuable lessons that can guide your future actions to success. Every successful business person will tell you that it was their failures that helped them more than their successes, and without these failures, they wouldn't have had the success they now enjoy. This is how you overcome fear. Nextly, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness techniques such as meditation and deep breathing, walking in nature, they can help manage anxiety and keep fear in check. By staying present and noticing the signs in your body, you can help overcome fear and stop it from spiraling out of control. Now, to leverage fear for professional growth, there are a couple of extra strategies to consider. Firstly, it's about change. The business world is constantly evolving with new AI innovations, for instance, every day, and the landscape is transforming. So this is a time when embracing change rather than fearing it can lead to new opportunities and advancements. What's the saying? Necessity is the mother of invention. Next, foster a growth mindset. You have no idea how many business owners I talk to who want to stay the same, but growth is inevitable. So learn to go with it, to enjoy it. As you're either moving forward or you're going backwards, there's no staying the same. So this perspective can transform fear into a motivator for continuous learning and improvement. Nextly, encourage risk-taking. In a supportive environment, it's okay to take calculated risks. They might have big rewards, and you won't know unless you have a co. Nextly, stay informed. Knowledge is power. Staying informed about industry trends and developments can reduce fear of the unknown and prepare you for future challenges. Learning how to overcome fear is necessary for a fulfilling life, whether that's personal or professional. But by understanding and harnessing fear, we can transform it into a powerful tool to ignite personal growth. Whether it's personal or professional, fear can drive us to achieve more than we ever thought was possible. It's by acknowledging fear, setting clear goals, and taking deliberate actions that we can turn fear into a catalyst for success. Thanks for joining me.